Part 1 of The Cloak by Nikolai Gogol. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Cloak by Nikolai Gogol. Part 1. In the department of... but it is better not to mention the department. The touchiest things in the world are departments, regiments, courts of justice, in a word, all branches of public service. Each individual nowadays thinks all society insulted in his person. Quite recently a complaint was received from a district chief of police, in which he plainly demonstrates that all the imperial institutions are going to the dogs, and that the Tsar's sacred name was being taken in vain, and in proof he appended to the complaint a romance in which the district chief of police is made to appear about once in every 10 pages, and sometimes in a downright drunken condition. Therefore, in order to avoid all unpleasantness, it will be better to designate the department in question as a certain department. So, in a certain department, there was a certain official, not a very notable one, it must be allowed, short of stature, somewhat pock-marked, red-haired and mole-eyed, with a bald forehead, wrinkled cheeks, and a complexion of the kind known as sanguine. The St. Petersburg climate was responsible for this. As for his official rank, with us Russians the rank comes first. He was what is called a perpetual titular counselor, over which, as is well known, some writers make merry and crack their jokes, obeying the praiseworthy custom of attacking those who cannot bite back. His family name was Bashmakin. This name is evidently derived from Bashmak, shoe, but when, at what time, and in what manner is not known. His father and grandfather and all the Bashmakins always wore boots, which were resoled 2 or 3 times a year. His name was Akaky Akakievich. It may strike the reader as rather singular and far-fetched, but he may rest assured that it was by no means far-fetched, and that the circumstances were such that it would have been impossible to give him any other. This was how it came about. Akaky Akakievich was born, if my memory fails me not, in the evening on the 23rd of March. His mother, the wife of a government official, and a very fine woman, made all due arrangements for having the child baptized. She was lying on the bed opposite the door. On her right stood the godfather, Ivan Ivanovich Eroshkin, a most estimable man, who served as the head clerk of the Senate, and the godmother, Irina Semyonovna Bilobrishkovna, the wife of an officer of the quarter and a woman of rare virtues. They offered the mother her choice of 3 names, Mokia, Sosia, or that the child should be named after the martyr Kosdazat. "No," said the good woman, "all those names are poor." In order to please her, they opened the calendar at another place. 3 more names appeared, Trifili, Dula, and Varasky. "This is awful," said the old woman. "What names! I truly never heard the like. I might have put up with Varadat or Varkul, but not Trifili and Varaskisi." They turned to another page and found Pausikali and Vaktishi. "Now I see," said the old woman, "that it is plainly fate, and since such is the case, it will be better to name him after his father. His father's name was Akaky, so let his son's name be Akaky too." In this manner he became Akaky Akakievich. They christened the child, whereat he wept and made a grimace as though he foresaw that he was to be a titular counselor. In this manner did it all come about. We have mentioned it in order that the reader might see for himself that it was a case of necessity, and that it was utterly impossible to give him any other name. When and how he entered the department, and who appointed him, no one could remember. However much the directors and chiefs of all kinds were changed, he was always to be seen
Sample complete. Ready to continue?